Okay, cool. Hey, hope everybody can see me okay. Alright, alright, so. Crap. Why is this window appearing? Sorry, it'll give me time to adjust. There we go. Sorry, I'm on my phone. Come on, so I could talk to people and stuff. Spooty Firefox. Yeah, I'm gonna be sending out links to pages and stuff. Oh. No. Where's the other one? There we go. Shall not be named. Alright, well, this is going on. Right now I'm gonna be putting the link so everyone can know that I'm streaming right now. Share. Then let's see. Discord. Let's see. I am live right now. While that's going on, I'm sending links out on my Discord right now, so there. Boop. So it'll be a while for me until I get things started. The only thing I don't like is the jet lag. My mic is literally like right here. That's the only thing that I don't like. Boop. I hope things will come. I mean, people will come, or at least just to say what's up. Ugh, my tummy. Roar. Feel free to say something. I am right here. No, it's not that one. Ah. Yes. That one. Here, let me just pin this. Don't be shy. come say hi. Don't be shy. Yep. There's this one. Just that one. Sorry, my friend. Hey, what's good? You didn't miss out much. I'm just literally just sharing links so people can see and stuff that I'm live right now. Let's see. Alright, where is it? Yee. Alright, where else? Where else? Where else? Nice. Nice, nice. My day's pretty good, to be honest. What's up, Shiny Jolty? My first person. Yes, I remember like people were telling me that I should probably be in this outfit when I'm streaming, and there they go. Damn, it's already been 7 minutes. Ugh, I'm sorry, this is taking way longer than it should. I'm just pretty much putting like self-promoting myself. Damn near. Now I'm posting it all over Discord. How? How's it going to be free? Like, I have the game and I was playing like at least over 50 hours on that game. I'm right now stuck in that game, then I'm kind of mad, so I'm putting myself on pause for a little bit. Like, I know what I gotta do, but in a sense, which is the main bad guy, I would say Volo. I can't believe he was the bad guy. I was like, he was no ordinary merchant. That guy is just bad. I'm like, nah, man. Nah. Let's see. Is that all that I posted for self promo? I'm gonna say yes. Alright. Let's see. Oh, you've heard of that? I mean, I'm not sure if it is, to be honest. I really am not sure. But, you know, we'll see how things go. Alright, I'm just gonna say yes. That's all I'm doing. Why not? Anyway, hello. Sorry, I've been self putting like links to self promotion on the Discord and stuff. So that's why I'm just like constantly being busy doing that. so then I can actually start talking and such. Hey, what's it going, Mr. Gamer? Yes, it has been a long minute since we've last spoken. Dude, what's going on? What's good? Alright, now for some BS shenanigans first. And I will show how I edit my videos like in MMD, because someone in the Discord chat was telling me that, how do you make these? So I was like, okay, that's gonna be there. So yeah, that's definitely gonna be a must. I have to do that just to answer questions. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing that for sure, for sure. Alright. What can we... Oh my god, freaking... Carlo Malice posted a new video I have to watch. This guy's hella funny to me. Load. Oh, what the heck? Go back. I must watch. It's a must.
My time for revenge has finally come. After all these years, I am able to face my biggest adversary. It is time, you beast! You will know
It's freaking buffering.
No.
Not gonna...
How could this possibly be? I thought I was ready. By the gods. No!
Oh my god. This guy. I have to say something. You posted this not that long ago. You've done it again. With your humor. I just... Oh man. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I had a pretty chill Valentine's Day. All I did was stay home, spend time with my boyfriend, and watch some Netflix. That's all I did, just watch my favorite show. And yeah, that's practically it. That's all I did. Really? Yo. Well, whenever you're free or available and stuff, we'll make it a day where we can hang out. You know? That's not a problem. All I do really is just freaking stay home, work, repeat, sleep, eat, and yeah. That's the only reason why. Wee. Alright, let's see. What else can I look at? I normally just look at just random stuff. Ooh, Sour King posted another video. Yes. Yes.
Juicy Drops Watermelon. Dip, dip, dip.
Yeah, he looks like he's in love too. See, this is what we need as a freaking audience. We just need his positive stuff. Okay, good. He actually took down that video. Alright. No, I got no hate towards Sour King Drew. I like this guy. I really, really do. I was actually thinking about wanting to buy some of his merch, which is this dope blue. Um, it was a sweater he has on his merch. It looks so cool, and I wanted to get that just, to support and give love, because I used to love eating sour stuff too. But there was a video where he literally posted not that long ago about him saying stuff about um, him and freaking Spice King, and I was just like, dude, this isn't a video that's worth, posting about. And heck of people were saying stuff about it. So I'm glad he took it down because he just, like, come on, man. Two grown ass men just literally just. And they're both fathers too, so I'm just all like, this should be handled personally. Like, off camera, not on camera. So that's what I'm saying. Like, honestly, no. Oh, okay, cool. Alright, yeah, no problem. Let me just do that right now. Let's see. I swear I thought I had you on a Discord. I swear I thought I did. Excuse me. Let's see. Mr. Gamer. Mister. Dun, dun. Boop. Alright, cool. Then. Nice. Howdy, how's it going there, coach? Yeah. For real, yes. Yes. Netflix and chill, yes. That's what I did on Valentine's. But indeed, it is a fucking mood, dude. But, yeah, I enjoy watching his content. He's a great dude. He's actually, like, a real person from what I see and stuff. His reactions are cool. He seems like a really, like, cool person, Like, if I could, I would meet this guy, but, oh, man. Him and his whole family are just a love, They're just amazing. Yo. Hey, man, if you're watching my friggin' stream, it's best to just talk to me on stream. Like, seriously. Alright, I need to... Well, I was listening to music. Let me just listen to music as I go. I was listening to something on SoundCloud. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, that was what I was listening to. Normally, when I like a song, I just like to put it on repeat. Mr. Gamer, I would appreciate it if you were to talk to me on here, on the stream. It's not like I don't see ya, buddy. That's why I said I'm not gonna ignore ya. I'm right here. It wouldn't make any sense now, would it? Alright. What else to watch? What else to watch to freaking what I like to call messing around? Oh, sometimes I watch her content. Underrated hijabi.
Bismillah.
She likes... The only reason I watch some of her stuff because of the type of stuff she has on, like, just for the sour stuff or whatever.
This is a bit different to Shabba. This is a bit more
Damn.
crunchy, but it's really nice. This is why I hate Juicy Drop. It always finishes so fast. How's that possible? I just opened it. I'm gonna make my own Juicy Drop. Does anyone know the recipe?
Her stuff is pretty good to an extent. What up, what up? I'm not even like... I'm not listening to my music. There we go. There we go. The daily life of me. What to watch. I normally just watch something that captures my attention. Or if I'm looking at like MMD videos. Okay, no judge. I haven't seen his video all day. And I've seen it too on my notifications.
Thank you for rendering your
After
assistance.
this ad.
I see you're also an adept exorcist.
Curly Sensei. It's been a long minute since I've watched this content.
Hey there everybody, it's Mark Crowley. I'm back with another How to Draw video. Today we're going to be learning about shading a face that is being lit from two different sides. We're going to have some bright light coming from way over here on the left, and then maybe a softer light coming on the right. And what I'm going to do right now is begin to refine a little bit of the line work, talk about maybe what is going to be covered in this video and what isn't. Obviously you can see that I've already put the line work in place. I've got other videos that show you how to place lines like this and draw a face roughly in this same pose, and I will link to those videos in the description below. But really what I'm going to try to do is focus 100% on the shading and capturing that effect of light as it, as I said, strikes this face from two different sides. And of course that always creates a sort of a dramatic feeling when you see dual lighting like that. Often in movies, it seems to me, you'll see that kind of a lighting scheme. And of course you don't have to follow this video in such a way that you're trying to replicate this exact face. You could have a character of your own that you've always wanted to try shading a video about his trouble with him. Like he literally and then you can just apply the lessons in this video to a character
talking about
of your
their
own
beef with each
creation.
other.
Well,
And I'm just
I'm going to
like,
go ahead and do a little bit of like coloring in the
why
hair,
did he
let's
post a
say,
video about
maybe
that? And it
refining
was,
the
like, this
details of
morning.
the eyes,
I saw
everything
that, and then
except
afterwards
for
I'm
the
like, this should
shading.
be a
And then I'm going to come
problem. It
back
should
and
be,
hopefully be able to do in real time an awful lot
be
of
like
the shading
civil people
process.
and just do it behind closed doors, you know what I mean? It doesn't really have to be, you know, let out that way. And plus, I remember he did posted something like that on his channel, on the community section, when he had beef with the
Well, I'm going to be refining this a lot
Spice
more
King
later
and
on,
such. So then
but I
afterwards
think we
I'm
got
like,
enough to get started in
it's not
terms
that
of
we don't
adding
believe
shading.
you,
So,
it's
as I said,
because
she's
it's
got this
like,
pretty intense, bright
believe
white
you,
light that's
you
going to
know?
be hitting
You
her
guys
from the
obviously
side,
can't do a collab with
coming
each
over
other.
here on the left. And
But
so
not
what
gonna lie, that
happens
was really
is
immature for
that
the
there
Spice King
is
to do that.
an area of shade
they're
that
both
begins to
great
form
content
kind of
creators, but they
1/3
shouldn't
of the way across
you
her
know,
face,
talking
because
shit
as
like
I
that
said,
to
there
one
is
another.
also kind of
And
soft light
like I
that's
said, it
coming
kind of
over
makes them immature
here.
a
And
little
so
bit
as I
because they're
begin
both
here at the top of the
fathers.
forehead,
They're
this
both
area
a
that's
family
maybe
guy.
just
Or,
above the
excuse me,
temples,
family
I
men.
suppose,
But
is
you know,
the first place. And then
I
right here
honestly
at the
believe that
edge
they should
is
just,
right
you
where
know, patch things up
the
behind
two
closed doors.
different
Like, the video should
sources
not
of
have been
light
leaked
are
out in the
very
first place.
nearly
That's what
touching
I
one
think, in my
another, and so
opinion.
you get this kind of diagonal area of shade. Now, a couple of things I probably should have said from the outset. One is that I'm working on this kind of tan, brownish shade of paper. That's going to allow me to pull out my beloved white gouache later on to add some of these lighting effects. But you don't need to work necessarily on tanned paper like this to sort of follow or learn things from this video. You could just add the shading onto white paper and get fairly similar effects, really. But notice also that I'm holding my pencil at a very, very low angle to the page. Normally when I'm trying to get details, it's going to be more like that, right? But I've brought it way down low to the page so as to expose as much of the lead as possible. And that allows me to do this kind of soft shading. My approach is to do sort of circular movements of the pencil lead, the idea really being to have it all blend together into a single tone in which you no longer see any lines at all, but it becomes entirely
Nice.
just gray
Well, I hope the
shade.
cats don't go at each other, you know
And
what I
for
mean?
me, for whatever reason, the circular motions help me to achieve that. So you can see that it kind of snakes its way down this sort of area where the two different light sources, as I say, nearly touch each other, but not quite. And as we get down here, as I studied from photographs of people's faces that were lit in this way, I was sort of intrigued to notice how the jawline collects quite a lot of darkness right down here over to the side of the chin. And, you know, all of this will probably get intensified later on as I proceed. But, yeah, there's almost like a line of shadow that comes right across there. Now, the next area that we're going to move on to, although, you know, I maybe should say that I was almost a little surprised at how much darkness collected right here on this side of the eye. And then also the eyelid itself gets caught in this light scheme with quite a lot of this area getting shaded in. We should probably do the ear, but I'll save that for last. Let's keep moving across the face here. I'm going to begin to shade this area of the nose, and you know, it certainly is helpful to understand the structure of the nose and how it sort of protrudes from the face, so that you can imagine where the shadows would collect. But really what happens,
that's not any weird.
if you've got this type of a light situation, is you end up with a roughly diagonal shape that comes right here along the,
hugging a vappy.
you know, what we would say is the left side of the nose, of course, would be her right side of the nose. But you can maybe see me getting more and more tentative here with my movements of the pencil, so as to not go too far and get too dark. For me in general, I don't know about the rest of you, but for me in general, the nose is this very sort of tricky part of the human face, in terms of not wanting to call too much attention to it. But you can see me beginning now, and I've moved almost unconsciously from that low position to changing my way of holding the pencil so as to get even more precise. And this is where I saw in photographs a lot of light collecting along this sort of nostril area. Not the nostril itself, but the sort of covering of the nostril. And just right here at the edge is where a lot of the shadow would sort of collect, where the sunlight just can't get in there. I always try to avoid making the nostrils too dark, too big. So I'm going to kind of glide past that. But this area here near the tear duct, again, studying photos, I was a little surprised to see how light would collect in there. Or not light, but shadow would collect in there.
I was going to say throwing hands, but they don't have hands. I'm like throwing paws at each other, like da-da-da-da-da-da.
And then maybe these two areas do sort of come close to touching one another, these two areas of shade.
Yeah, I'm going to be moving around and adjusting.
But yeah, in a way we're doing all the shadow stuff first, and at the end of the video,
so that's
I'm going to be coming back in to actually apply light by way of the white gouache and possibly also a little white colored pencil. But let's get into drawing the lips here, and again, I think with some of the photos that I was studying, the light source over here might have been a touch on the low side. And that ended up causing a lot of the shadow of the lip to collect on the upper side of the lower lip, if that makes sense.
If anyone's ever heard of Hot Ones.
And a little less here, like this area of the upper lip was getting more illuminated. And then this becomes tricky because depending on the shape of the person's upper lip, you might actually get a little touch of shade here along the upper edge. Again, if the light source over on this side is a little low. And that is getting us closer to finishing up the details of the face. Maybe I should get just a little bit of shading here of the upper lip. Or the sort of flesh above the upper lip. But I never like to call too much attention to this area of the face when I'm drawing, sort of personal preference. To me, it looks a little more elegant when this area is not too sharply defined. So again, you're seeing me get fairly tentative as I apply shading in this area. But Interesting to me that, again, like this area near the nostril, a lot of darkness collects here, but I'm not like seeing a lot of darkness following off on that side. It sort of comes to a complete stop there almost, with the light source over here illuminating this whole part of the cheek. Now, let's go ahead then and do the ear. And this is a somewhat unusual lighting situation in which the light is really catching this edge of her face. It's going to be very bold right there. But in terms of the ear, quite a lot of the ear is actually still going to be in shadow, and the light is just kind of going to be kind of hitting on the edges of some of the structural elements of the ear. But you see me darkening in this area of the sort of interior of the ear. This whole bridge structure here is all getting shaded, and even the ear itself, you know, the sort of ear lobe, there is a spot here where the angles of the ear lobe connecting to the jaw or the side of the face ends up creating quite a defined area of shade, where most of the ear lobe is, you know, quite shaded in, but it just almost abruptly comes to a stop right here along the edge of the jaw. And maybe that's enough. There's a lot of this starts to get into structural stuff related
who
to the
started
ear.
it to catfight was Mittens
But I
and
think
Tuxedo.
that'll probably do it for now.
Oh, those are the name of
What's
your
really
cats?
interesting down
Mittens
here
and
with the
Tuxedo?
jaw
That's
is, like I
cute.
said, there's this area of darkness
What up,
right along the
Doku?
jawline that I'm
My
darkening
Twitch
in. But
stream?
then, because of her hair maybe blocking
I had
out
a Twitch, but I don't
the
use it as much
sunlight
because
that's coming from
only
the
reason being people
left-hand
were complaining
side,
about how
this whole
I
area
freaking
ends up
lagged, and only
falling
because I have
into
old ass
shadow.
computers.
And so you have to,
So,
you
I
switch from
switched on to
darkening in
here.
this
Maybe it
area
could
to
be a little
suddenly
bit better
darkening in the
here.
opposite area on
I
the
don't
neck.
know, but that's just me. So that's why I streamed here on YouTube.
And then right around here is where these
I
two
don't know,
things
with
sort of
Twitch,
switch
it's
off,
cool,
and
but,
a fair amount
you
of
know,
shade in a fairly
knows when
subtle
on
way, a
Twitch-
gradual
I
way,
can't speak.
begins
Who
to
knows when I
spill
will stream on
down
Twitch? That's what I was gonna say.
across
Who knows
her
when?
neck.
But
And
yeah.
this whole area, as I
So
said, I
that's the
think
only reason
because
why
the
I
hair is
stream
kind of
on
in the
here
way,
on YouTube.
or
I don't have any problems with
stopping
it,
the light
you
from
know.
getting through, this whole side of her neck is going to end up getting shaded in. And I think what I'm
I
probably
try to
going to
keep
do
my
right
streams
now
also
is
longer
to
and
pull
such.
out my
They're normally about 1 to 2
trusty
hours.
black Prismacolor
Let's
and
see if I could try to
darken up
aim to
these
3.
lines in time lapse. Tighten things up all the way around. I might be
Okay,
back
so
in
we're
here
on
with a
to
little more
33
subtle shading going across the forehead.
minutes.
Let's say
That's
maybe a
not too
little
bad.
bit
I
here
just don't
near
want
the
it to
bridge of the
freaking cut me
nose. But
off. I don't
the
know
next
why
thing you're going to
it
see me
would
doing
do
a lot
that.
of is adding
There's a
the
few
white
moments where I had
highlights
my,
from the two different sides of
my
the
video
face. So bear with me. I'm going to
stream,
go
I
ahead
should
and in
say,
time
that
lapse
was cut
darken all
off.
these lines in with
And
this
for no
black
reason, like I
colored
didn't
pencil.
end the stream. It just kind of ended by itself, and it's just hecka weird. Oh, old man time lapse.
Alright, so you can see after I got all the blacks in with the black colored pencil, I did go back in and start to sort of refine some of the shading here. That happens a lot, actually, I find, when you use, you do a drawing all with pencil, and then if you do come in with a darker, like charcoal, or in my case, black colored pencil, it beefs up the contrast to the point where you have to kind of go back in with the pencil a second time and add a little more shading to get it all to sort of balance out. But now it is time for the fun part, in which I take my beloved white gouache and add some of these highlights. Now the light
Honestly,
is, as I
would
said, pretty
also use
intense
a
over
white,
here on this
gel pen to.
left-hand side of the
I
face,
couldn't
her
do white gel
right-hand
pen
side of
because I
the
didn't
face.
have one at the time, but I bought some.
And so that's why I chose to do this with
I don't know, a couple of
white
months
gouache,
back.
because it is going to be
Has it been
very
months?
opaque and
Weeks. I'll say months.
really
think so.
cover up
Yeah.
all of the
And
sort
it
of
actually is a
tan-colored
big
paper
help,
underneath.
At least for my
I'm
illustrations
not going to be
now.
able to do all of this
So
real time. I'm certainly going to be coming back in time lapse to clean this stuff up a
the
little
only-
bit. But at least I
yeah,
can
the only
show
thing
you
that
the
I probably
basic
never
areas
used
where
before is paint.
intense light
I've never
would
used
hit.
paint before on
And
my art.
basically it's
'cause I
this
do
upper
traditional
area
art.
of the
I mean, paint is technically known
cheek
as traditional art,
running down along the
but
jaw.
I like using pencil and
And you know,
another
I may
thing
try
that I've-
to
yeah,
blend
I guess I could call it a thing.
to whatever degree I
never
can, right?
do with my
the
art
paint
is
so that it blends
digital art.
little by
I've
little and
attempted it
fades
once
into
and it turned out
the gray
kind of
area.
bad.
That for sure I'm going to
because I used my
more of
finger
during
and stuff, and it's
time
from an
lapse.
app.
But let's
Forgot what
look
app it
at
was,
where
but
some of
man,
the other little intense highlights
I'm
are
just
going to
not
go.
really good at
And one thing, when you
digital
use white
art.
gouache,
Some
if you
people
do want to
said that
use
I
this
should try it, but who
make sure that you
knows?
blend in
I
a
need
little
to have
bit
a
of
tablet
water
for it, and then
to
maybe
get
I
it to the right
reconsider.
consistency, because when it's in the tube it's super thick and hard to get onto the page. But here's where the light is going to hit, especially if it's a little bit behind her. It's just
Okay.
going to catch certain parts of the ear
All right, to
rather
be
than the
back.
entire ear.
I'll be here, streaming.
And you don't want to go too far with this. You know, I think once you've got a few of these little
Hopefully it
bits,
doesn't cut me off again. That's why I have to keep on checking to make sure.
that's probably enough. Again, I'm probably going to
Okay, 36
clean
minutes.
this up a
That's
little
not
bit
too bad.
later on. But this hairband that she's got, that would certainly get hit with the light. So I can go ahead and get that on there. And then, you know, even like the whites of her eyes. Yeah, I've got to sort of mix up the paint a little bit more. We're going to get a big, bold dot here in each one of the eyes, really where that white light is coming from. And then the whites of her eyes probably also getting illuminated fairly brightly. But I may come back with, when I move to the other side of the face, it's mainly going to be white colored pencils. So you're going to have two different ways of adding white to this page. One over here on the left hand side that is, as I said, a little more intense. And then a lot that's on the right hand side is going to be a little more subtle. But I figure if she's got maybe a little bit of lip gloss, we might get some whites illuminating the cheeks like so. And maybe before I go too much farther with that, it is time to switch to a white colored pencil and show you how we can have this secondary light source coming in with white colored pencil. And because it's not as opaque as the white gouache, you end up with a different quality of white because just a little bit of the page is shining through. And the reason I wanted to show this in this video is, you know, a lot of times like in a movie when you have dual lighting, you know, lighting coming from two different sides, it's not the exact same type of lighting. The light that's coming from one side is maybe a different color, let's say, than the light that's coming from the other side. And so that's why I thought, well, let's have half of it this intense white gouache, the really bold white gouache, and on the other half we'll use the white colored pencil. And you
Just
can see that this is
depending
more,
on
you know,
the
it builds up more
light
gradually.
source, from what I
It's
see.
not nearly as opaque, and it will help to convey
What was
this
it I
idea of
showed
two
you?
different
I
light
think I saw a few
sources.
tutorials. It's
And
just
basically
depending
I'm
on
showing you
light
where the
source
light
of
would
the
go
drawing.
on the,
So
you
in
know,
this
the
case,
right
if the light
hand
was hitting
to
this
us,
way,
the
then
left
it'd be
hand to
that
her,
side.
side of the face. And a lot of this has to do with your understanding of how light works, basically, which parts of the face would be illuminated. Now, you know, I referred earlier to how I looked at photographs of faces that were lit from both sides. That certainly is, you know, using reference like that is a great way of making sure that you're getting the physics of this right. But, you know, in a lot of ways, if you're doing like fantasy illustration and you're having a fantasy character lit from both sides, I don't know if you necessarily need to be using reference for all of that. You could sort of just apply these principles to that drawing of where the light is going to land. Even a little bit of light sneaks over here to the area of the tear duct, I found, in a lot of the, you know, photos that I studied. And that is probably going to bring us to the end, or very near to the end. So a lot of light is going to come down here on the neck, for sure. I'm going to take a little more time-lapse time to refine my shading, add more white gouache, clean things up a little bit, and then we will be back with a few final words.
I like when he does time lapse.
right, well, I hope you enjoyed that. I think this might be the first video I've done in which I sort of contrasted the effects of white gouache and white colored pencil in terms of adding highlights. And let me know what you thought. If you enjoyed it, I can do more videos like this. But before we go, I always like to say thank you to anyone who has supported me by getting any of my books, like My Last Summer with Cass, my latest graphic novel, The Drawing Lesson, working on a sequel that's coming out this summer, The Comic Book Lesson, and of course Mastering Manga 1, 2, and 3. I am so grateful to those of you who support me by getting those books or by joining my Patreon. Got a link for that in the description. But it's high time I laid down this pencil. I want to thank you all for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back with another one real soon.
That's how he ends his videos. Alright. Let's see, where are we right now? We are at 41 minutes. That is not too bad at all. Okay, let's check out Hot Ones. But first, before anything, I want to, because Carlo Malice just posted another video, so I'm like, it's definitely a must. Yeah, he just posted this, a new one.
Damn it! Why does this always happen? What's going on there, bud? You seem a bit sad. I found out that the girl at the bar I met yesterday, she just wanted me for drinks. She's not actually into guys. That's nonsense! I thought it was something serious, like someone stole all your G-strings or your stash of rocks or something. No, I don't have any of that. But I mean, it still sucks. Hey, look. You don't gotta worry about that type of stuff. Listen, it's all about what you say. One time, I got a vegan girl to hook up with me. What? That doesn't even make sense. Those are two way different things. I don't have the equipment to make her machine run. Well, they don't eat meat. And I convinced her that my was impossible meat. And she was up for the challenge. Let me tell you, it was organic. So you want me to convince her that my eggplant is a taco? Hey, I'm just saying, it's not out of the realm of possibilities. You there! Stop that man! This is the third time this week he's escaped from this insane asylum. Oh, those are just some friends from high school. They're playing tag. Gotta go! What the fuck? I can't believe I almost just turned that guy's advice.
Oh man, so funny. All right, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Hot Ones. Hot Ones. Who can we watch? Let's see. There was one I wanted to kind of watch because I seen it the other day. Let me see. Let's see. No. Oh, okay. This guy.
They hit it loud, ooh, chitty chitty bang, chitty chitty bang, chitty chitty bang.
Yeah, this is like a car crash.
No.
Oh,
it
wow.
happened again.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? For First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans, and you're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. And today we're joined by Ed Helms. He's an actor and comedian whose credits include some of the all-time most successful comedy franchises, including The Office, Daily Show, and The Hangover trilogy. His latest project, though, is True Story with Ed and Randall, an original comedy series streaming exclusively on Peacock. Ed Helms, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much
Thank you
for
for
having
coming
me.
to my stream.
Before we get started, how would you gauge your level of comfort around spicy food?
In my teens and 20s, I took pride in really going for the hot stuff. My brother called me asbestos tongue.
Wow.
Because I would always order the hottest version of whatever we were eating.
It has it on,
I haven't done that in a long time. and
I didn't even touch it or anything.
I'm nervous.
but,
Like
oh, well, I guess we're just
I'm really
gonna do it
nervous.
this way. I hope you guys can hear me. Good thing I caught that. It happens every time whenever I'm on the street.
Good. I mean, it's the classic, right?
Right.
Piece of cake. I mean, quite yummy.
So your new show, True Story with Ed and Randall, is a hybrid, scripted, unscripted series where regular people tell you and Randall Park their craziest personal anecdotes, which are then brought to life through dramatic reenactments. How much of a good story would you say is in what actually happened, and then how much of a good story is in how the story gets told?
Ed Helms. Only reason why
Well, that's a great question.
I wanted to watch this one
It's
because that guy's
it's going to
from
come down to the
Hangover,
balance
all three
between the two
movies, and
because
then there was another movie
something
came out
incredibly
in-
mundane can be so funny if it's told really well. I remember
I've seen
Louis
that guy
Black
in so many
back when I was on The
movies.
Daily Show. We would be meeting
So that's
up
why I
at
wanted
a
to watch this
taping
one.
somewhere, like a remote somewhere, and he would just start talking about his trip to the location and about his interaction with the cab driver that was crazy, and then
Sucks,
someone
man.
spilled
Camera
coffee on.
freaking
The
just
dumbest
gave out
sort of
like that.
story, but he was so funny.
Well, as long
and
as
he could
you
just
guys
kill
can
us with
hear me,
these
that's what
simple
matters.
stories.
Then I could
Then,
talk about
if you have a really like a
stuff.
story that's inherently crazy, then it actually doesn't need a whole lot of topspin.
There we go.
Where we got really lucky on this show is that the stories themselves are absolutely insane. And the people that we got on the show are amazing. They're just incredibly warm and hilarious and vulnerable people. Like they really open up to tell us these stories. It's really cool. Yeah, I'm getting that garlic. That's number 2.
Right.
Holy shit. All right. I mean, I like it. I'm still happy. I'm not angry yet. I'm going to take another bite
There you go.
because it is yummy.
So one of my favorite parts about your conversation on Pete Holmes's podcast is when that you recognize that the comedy club in Crashing is actually a replica of the Boston, since shuttered comedy institution where you began your career. Thinking back on those days when you were hosting the Monday night New Talent Showcase, what about that time in your career do you miss the most? And then what's a harsh reality about making a career in comedy that you had to learn the hard way?
Great questions. I think what I miss most about that
48
time
minutes,
was
okay. Not even
it's
that
sort of
bad
hard
yet.
to articulate, but there's this feeling
Maybe after
when
this
you're in the
one, I'll
comedy
try to
clubs as when you're
show
really
how I
starting
do my
out and you're
videos,
young and
or
there's
edit my
nowhere to
videos.
go but up. You know, you're at
'Cause
the
I'm just an
bottom
editor.
rung
That's all
and
I
it just
do.
feels like anything's possible. Your dreams are still like tangible, and after you're in it for about a year or so and it's down to like a
that's
pretty
the guy
core
from Hot Tub
crew
Time
of really
Machine. Oh,
committed
wow.
comedians, you really feel a part of something, like a part of a comedy freshman class, if you will. And then you had upperclassmen that were like slightly more established, and then you had like, you know, the seniors that were out there like doing big tours and stuff. I don't know, I felt part of something. It was a special time. Calabria, very sophisticated sauce. Yeah, I like it.
Is it true that the bathtub scene in Jeff Who Lives at Home came about with the Duplass brothers, basically just pointing cameras at you and Jason Segel and then just letting you riff in a 40-minute long uninterrupted improv session?
Yes, but actually, that was the whole movie. The entire movie was improvised. So I remember getting the script and being like, "Oh, this script is so great! I can't wait to do this. This will be so fun." And then Mark and Jay were like, "Yeah, but you're not doing any of those lines. You're not gonna say any of it." What? Yeah, we're gonna improvise the whole thing. You and Jason are just gonna like. This was improvisation in the service of like making the dialogue sound as real and visceral as possible. And that
Sorry,
was
I was in the
really
middle of
a
doing
fun challenge. I'm super proud of that movie. I'm glad you brought it up because it doesn't come up very often, and it was a great project.
Is it true that there were no special effects involved in the missing tooth and the hangover because you actually just never had an adult incisor grow in?
Yes, that is true. Some of these sauces are talking back. But it was in the script, and so right away, once we got into pre-production, Todd, the director, was like, how are we going to do this? Or what are you comfortable with? And I said, well, I don't know, we'll talk to the visual effects guys. And they said, okay, we'll try blacking it out. So we did a little screen test with just like Halloween pirate costume style, like just some black on the tooth, which actually looks good in person, but on camera it looked terrible. But I was like, I wasn't gonna say anything, but this tooth is actually fake in my mouth, and I can ask my dentist if we could take it out. I mean, it's been a permanent implant since I was a teenager. I went to my dentist, and he said, "Oh yeah, no problem. We can just take the crown off and like put a little thing in there to keep your gum healthy." And I had to go back and shoot The Office at the same time, and he made me a retainer with a fake tooth on it, which made me sound drunk because I was like, my tongue couldn't form words, but we got through it.
See, I didn't even know that.
Angry Goat Pepper Company. Let's do it. I thought like maybe I got a very light coating on my wing,
But upon further investigation,
but yeah, then it sort of has a afterburner, right? Ooh, yeah. Still delicious though.
So some people watching this may be surprised to learn that in addition to being a prolific actor, you're also an experienced banjo player and still perform alongside your band Lonesome Trio, which you created in college. What's your defense of the banjo to people who lump it in with the accordion or the ukulele or other instruments that don't get the respect they deserve?
There's no defense. They're exactly right. There's very little redeeming about a banjo. I love the banjo and I love to play it. I consider that a curse. It's obnoxious. It dominates. It's very hard to play well, so most of us play it kind of badly. I have some little gene or clump of brain cells that is drawn to it, and I can't explain it, but I would never try to defend a banjo. I'd never try to convince someone that banjos are great. You either like it or you don't.
Well, I appreciate the education, Ed. Are you ready to move on here to the midway point? Los Calientes Rojo, and you're doing
That's enough
fantastic.
about bluegrass helms. Shut up about the goddamn banjos. Let's eat some wings. All right. Where are we?
Los Calientes Rojo.
Okay. Somebody in the crew just moaned because they're scared for me right now. I feel like when you take that first... Whoa.
Okay, cool. Oof.
When you take that bite and you're like, okay, all right. It's kind of like when you sit on a roller coaster and the lap bar
Right.
comes down and you're like, okay, all right, no big
myself
deal.
All right.
You're going up the hill.
All right. I think I sort
And
of
then once
fixed
the
it.
sauce kind of like hits
Hopefully it'll
your
stay like that.
hits your whole mouth, that's when the
All right, so
It expresses
Yeah.
itself.
right.
You know?
54 minutes. Of
All right, Ed,
streaming.
we have a recurring segment on our show called Explain That Gram, where we do a deep dive on our guest's Instagram, pull interesting pictures that need more context. So we'll pull the picture over here on the monitor, and then you just tell us the bigger story.
Great.
Can you give us one highlight and one low light from competing in the Malibu Triathlon?
That's hilarious. The low light of the Malibu Triathlon for me was that I was entered in the celebrity heat. And what that means is that, you know, the heats of the triathlon go from fastest to slowest. So the first heat is actually the professional triathletes, and then they get slower from then out. But they stick the celebrity heat second. Okay? So the celebrities, doesn't matter how fast or slow you are as a celebrity, you're in the second heat. And I'm a really good swimmer, so I actually did pretty well in the swim. But then for the bike and the run portions, the entire rest of the time, I was just getting passed the whole time and really humiliated. Everyone's like, seriously, Helms, you can't even keep up at this point? But I just was, I was doing my own thing, moving at my own pace.
This next one is the Queen Majesty, Cocoa Ghost.
Okay. Oh, chocolate. I like, right? Cocoa.
Not the kind of chocolate.
It's like Cocoa Ghost is like chocolate.
Yeah,
but
it's
then
like a cereal or something.
But then,
Cocoa Ghost.
But then Ghost is scary. I don't know. It's yummy. It's yummy and it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not kicking my ass yet. This one isn't.
Oh, that's a rather poetic segue into this question. You know, sometimes when guests come onto the Hot Ones set and they're really confident or think that it won't be a big deal, there's a degree to which I sit here knowing that they don't realize that the game has more or less been rigged to ensure that they fall into a trap at some point. And I'm wondering if you think there's a connection that could be made between that and doing daily show field pieces. Like, to what degree are you guys playing 3D chess where even if you go in there and who you're talking to knows what you're there to do, maybe it's just still impossible to stop?
So you're telling me that I'm gonna die, is what you're saying. You're telling me that I now have a false sense of security.
The last chapter has not been written yet.
No, actually, it really felt like you were churning a lot of gears to draw that metaphor, but it's good. It's a good one because shooting a daily show field piece, it was always surprising to me, first of all, that certain people were just willing to talk to us. The other thing that surprised me was that every time someone thought that they knew the show really well and that they could sort of like outsmart us in the interviews, it's kind of like me, like I'm like, hey, I can handle some hot sauce. They would fall the hardest because they really don't have any idea like how we do it, like what our techniques are in the interview, and especially in the edit, like what we're able to do in that. And it's like, the more hubris, the harder they fall.
That's what I've found too. Sometimes I make the analogy, it's like a professional wrestler. You know, when you start showboating, that's when somebody smashes a chair over the back of your head, you know?
Yeah.
Well, speaking of, are you ready to move on to the next wing? This is 13 Angry Scorpions, Jekyll and Hyde.
Oh, wow. I mean, couldn't it be either or? Like, 13 Angry Scorpions feels like enough of a name. But you have to also be Jekyll and Hyde?
I just had to.
All right.
A little bit.
I mean, if it's Dr. Jekyll, we're fine.
This one's Hyde.
This one's Hyde.
This
okay,
one's Hyde.
This is Mr. Hyde. All right, here we go. Oh, and this has got a lot on it. It's shiny.
Oh, yeah.
This one's shiny.
See, I can't do that with hot sauce. My spice tolerance is very low.
I feel like this is like
The
20 or
most I
30
can do is
scorpions.
hot Cheetos. It has to be with this side of cream
I don't know if
cheese
they
and
told you, but I have to go do another
That's
interview
the
after
only
this.
thing that
I can
do
tell
that,
because of like
mild
where the
stuff.
time slots are. You know what I mean? Like the
don't
1
like to
o'clock
build
start,
up
I'm
my
like,
spice
oh, well, they probably
tolerance.
have more to go after this.
I'm going to be a disaster.
Alright, who texted?
Or no, I think it'll be better. It'll be better as a result.
You're right. You're right.
We're gonna provide the rocket fuel for the rest of your press day.
Yeah, that's got a lot of kick.
So I've heard you describe the process of creating the Andy Bernard character as one of the most thrilling creative endeavors of your life. Was there a particular Andy Bernardism or piece of backstory that helped you crack the code on that character early on?
I love that character so much, and I'm so proud of the work on that show. We might need to call a medic. I'm just saying, if there's like a mouth medic, like
right.
somebody who's specific. No.
Dom, just hover over the button.
Like, I feel like maybe I could sit in front of a fire hose and just that would feel good right now. The most exciting part about the creation of that character was the tit for tat between performing and the writers writing. So they would endow Andy with something really funny, and then I would put some top spin on it when I was improvising during a take or something. They would see that, like that, and add more to that. And so it really was this feedback loop. And in that first season, he became a very rich and complex, nuanced character very quickly because we were just having so much fun kind of psychoanalyzing this guy.
That's how the 8-episode deal turns into 6 seasons.
That's right, yeah.
All right. Ed, how we doing? How we doing?
We're good. I mean, my nose is sprinting, but let's do this. Beyond Insanity, and it actually has a biohazard symbol on the label. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Oh.
That's different.
There's nothing redeeming about that.
Mm-mm.
It's not, it doesn't taste, ow. Ow. Ow.
So I always think it's funny when things like boiled peanuts from the Methodist Men of Inglewood Church in North Carolina become coveted items in the gift guides of fancy food magazines. Oh my God. As an Atlanta-raised, polite Southern boy yourself, what role did roadside boiled peanut stands play in your life?
Are you seriously trying to do this interview still? Like, this has turned into
Thank you, Doku.
like
Thank you, love you. I appreciate it greatly.
yeah, this is like a car crash. Oh
Always do
wow.
my best.
That is so brutal. Wow.
He needs some milk. The boy.
Roadside boiled peanut stands was very much a part of like southern
Should've said D's
back
nuts.
road or highway culture. And my
There
dad
goes me being
loved boiled
pervy.
peanuts.
Oh my God. If you
He's
guys
from
know
Alabama,
me,
and
I'm known to be perverted.
I just grew
and
up
shit.
eating boiled
those who
peanuts
know
out of
me in
paper
real
bags
life,
a
or
lot
those who I
on road
explained it to
trips,
you
and I
on
loved it, and I
whatever
missed it,
platform I
and
talk to you guys in, I'm known as a
there's not
perv,
much
so-
more to that story. Are you happy now? Oh.
For the uninitiated, what is a pimento cheese sandwich, and then what distinguishes a good one?
Okay, a pimento cheese sandwich.
Oh.
I mean, it's amazing how good you are at just staying on track. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna rise to your level. I'm gonna try to answer these questions,
Connect wavelengths.
even though I'm gonna need a defibrillator very soon.
Dom, get that medic.
Pain.
There is no
Not
bad pimento cheese.
physically,
I've had
but
the gamut. Like
more
my
like-
elementary school would give pimento cheese sandwiches on
She's
field
just
trips,
going through so much
and it
now,
was
I
like
don't
Wonder
really wanna
Bread
speak
with
about
like
it here,
the
'cause it's supposed
crappiest
to be a
ingredients.
positive thing.
Delicious.
But,
I
yeah,
loved it.
I hope she's doing better.
And then my mom would make like this
I
exquisite
worry about my
recipe with
friends
like all kinds of
sometimes
spices and
whenever
stuff.
they're-
Also
Whatever
amazing.
situation and problem they're in.
I'm throbbing. My
Yeah.
face is the front of my face is throbbing. This is doing permanent damage. Like this is doing damage to my mouth, and
Cool,
it's
so
doing
it's
neurologic
an
damage. Like I
hour
can't
and
think straight. I'm
30
unable to
minutes.
like carry on a coherent conversation with you.
Equilibrium
I'm drooling. Things are coming out of my mouth. I can
Holy
barely
cow, this
feel it.
man is sweating his balls off right now.
Oh
So
man.
Again, I couldn't do spicy stuff.
This is also bringing out like the inner masochist in me. Like I'm having fun. Like I do want to keep going.
That sounds hella funny.
Oh, I should have taken a Pepsid before this.
Oof, yeah.
Okay, extra mean green, pucker butt, great name. Well, I couldn't tell you what it tastes like or what it feels like because my mouth is completely numb.
That's the blessing. That's the blessing of the bomb. That's the blessing
Yeah.
of the bomb.
But just having something in my mouth is a little bit soothing, so I'm gonna take another bite.
Wow. Putting on a show. How would you describe your complicated relationship with a cappella music? You once told New York Magazine that it's the most paradoxical art form there is.
It is,
Oh, yeah,
right?
he was from-
When
wasn't
people are
he?
performing a cappella music, there's like even if they're the most benevolent, wonderful, kind human beings, it just comes across as kind of like smug and self-indulgent. I don't know why that is. It's a weird thing. That said, it is the most fun thing to do. Like if you're in a good a cappella group, which I was in college.
Shout out Oberlin.
Oberlin Overtones. We were so tight. It was so fun. Like it just is really fun to do. So yeah, it's a weird. I think anyone who's into a cappella music kind of understands that paradox.
All right, Ed.
Yeah? Are we shaking it up?
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Of course, I'm not gonna buck a tradition. Are you kidding me? Seriously? Like 2 drops? That was like 4 drops. And you were like...
Just looking out for the rest of your day.
Okay, good. Thank you. I'm gonna trust you.
Cheers, Ed. What a ride.
Hey, yeah, this is super fun and cool and harmful. Here we go. Again, the lap belt's coming down. I don't know what ride I'm in for yet.
This one, it billows a little bit. It grows a little bit. But don't worry, because while you enjoy that wing, I have a nice long wind up for you. Because at long last, we can call for the check here on our bizarre dinner date with the Wings of Death. And if we've learned anything along the way, Ed, you're a man of many talents, from stand-up comedy to acting to playing the banjo. But I know that it all began, the roots of it all, were in commercial narration. People might be surprised to know how prolific you were as a voiceover actor, but have you ever done an ad read with 1 billion Scovilles coursing through your body? Today, just maybe, if you'll humor me, I have some ad copy for you, and I'm hoping that we can close out the show today with some throwback Ed Helms commercial narration.
Okay, now we're in 7 minutes. That's not too
You did your
bad.
research, by the way. You've asked some very, some sort of deep-cut questions here. I'm very impressed. And yeah, not a lot of people know I used to do voiceover for commercial, but
Yeah, after this
but
video,
I did, and I will
I'm
do
gonna
it for
start
this.
Showing how y'all, how I make.
If you or a loved
how
one
I
has been
edit my
diagnosed with
videos,
mesothelioma,
really.
you may be entitled to financial compensation. Mesothelioma is a rare cancer linked to asbestos exposure. Exposure to asbestos in shipyards, mills, heating, construction, or the automotive industries may put you at risk.
Call that 800 number right now.
Wait a
and
minute.
Look at you, Ed Helms.
Did I just endorse something? It's some ambulance chaser law firm or something? What just happened?
Taking on the wings of death and living to tell the tale, and now there's nothing left to do but roll out the red carpet for you. This camera, this camera, this camera. Let the people know what you have going on in your life.
Well, thank you very, very much. This was super fun, and but yeah, I have a new show coming out on Peacock. It's called True Story with Ed and Randall. Randall Park and I sit down with real people, and we hear real true stories from their lives. It is incredibly funny. It is incredibly warm-hearted and poignant. It's just a fabulous show, and I'm incredibly proud of it. And so proud that I would even drink all this hot sauce just so that I get 10 seconds to talk about it.
Well, lucky for us.
Cheers!
All right, thanks so much, Ed.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you. Super fun.
And you
All
did
right.
it. You did it.
Thanks for doing so much research. You guys really, you got
Alright,
into
well,
some,
that is going
obscure
on.
stuff. I appreciate it.
Well, you know,
Me
if we're gonna
just
have you
place
eat
some
these
fun
wings, then we gotta
music.
meet you halfway.
Make it worthwhile. Absolutely.
And we're gonna package up.
Alright, I like listening to this. After
Students
this
with
ad.
ADHD save 10 hours studying with this Chrome extension.
But no, by all means, go ahead, skip the.
It's busted.
Come on if I said, normally I just like to go to this one was the one that I wanted to look at. Pause. This one's Imagine Dragons Believer. I actually like this motion. I just don't know how to use it. Alright, so by Aki Hiragi. I'm gonna download it. Okay, this is Bull Roll. Chatted with me? Nope. Okay, nobody's chatting. It's okay. So I downloaded the motion because, you know, I like to give credit to people. That's just me. And I always like to read the readmes. It just summarizes the rules and such. Okay, credit Aki Hiragi, of course. Link back to the original video, not the download link, of course. You can profit from YouTube on similar sites if it does not violate the rules of the use model stage. You cannot take parts of the motion, but you can make short versions. You can edit and use another camera. 18 plus violence and blood are allowed. Put the model and the stage a little higher if the model is tall, because the camera may not fully capture it. Thanks and good luck. So there is the Russian version and the English version. So here's what I do, because I have band zip and I've had it for a long time. It always tells me to upgrade, but then it tells me that it's gonna mean that I have to pay, and that's what I do not want, because band zip, if you do it regularly, then it's for free. So yeah. Put on my folder of motions for fun. And then I close that. Minimize this. Minimize that. And let's see. Go to documents. Go here. This is where the secret behind it, I guess. Make you dance. What's this? Okay, there we go. I was like, what happened to my just gonna pick the one that I think would suit best. Now, this is just, I go to my MMD, I go to models. Now, it's all freaking alphabetized, so it can be whatever model I have. Mostly some of these models I got are amazing. Sorry, I gotta fix my weave over here. Hold on. Oops, let me see. I don't know who you are and I don't read Russian, but okay. I guess. Anywho, where was I? Damn, I was interrupted. Oh yeah, my model. It's okay, whatever model I want. Who can I use as a dummy? Like, for example. Because I have so many, like, motions from people, I just, like, feel whatever I can use is right to me. And I normally look for the models that has to be cool or something. Let's see, this Ron Kane. Sure, I can use Ron Kane. Swimwear. Let's go with no spa because it would look so shiny. So the model is by Vishnia in Cherry Rose. There we go, and there is the model right there. So I go over here to my other options. She has like this weird line, thickness edge line, that's what it is. So I remove this. And normally I like to fix the gravity settings. As you can see, the lowest will make it go really haywire and stuff. But if you do it too high, then yeah. So I normally like to put it to 0.80 or 50. It's whatever preference if I'd like to use it. But I'm just gonna go with 80 for right now. Now with this model here, this lovely model, like I said, this is Ron Kane, or Kane Ron. He's a Vocaloid. There we go. I think I got that right. So he has different like facial expressions. There's the mouth. The other is like, you know, I guess whatever the model comes with. So he blushes there. Then his tongue, teeth. I don't know. That's like extra stuff. But the ones to focus on. So there's eyes, mouth, and the eyebrows. So let's see. You go here where it says file, load motion data. It could be whatever. I forgot this one doesn't even have a. Okay, well let's see where I'm at. I am at 1 hour, 19 minutes, and 20 seconds. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Okay, let's see. I just want to be sure because this thing might do something and I don't want it to happen. Anyway, I need to. Hold on, let's reply my friend. said, I get just really angsty and such whenever I'm in a position for too long, so I gotta make myself comfortable. Mind you, I'm just literally streaming like this on my bed. That's how we do it on my streams here, at least. Alright. Let's see, which one can I use? Ooh, this one, Body Cry. Let's see. This is for Tall, I guess. I'll use that for him. Did it do anything? Oh, okay, cool. Oh, I forgot to remove the axis. And then there's the camera. Load motion data. I don't know what the Japanese words mean. I forgot to translate that. I'm gonna assume this one. Okay. I can't remember if this actually, this one has a WAV file, so I'm gonna check. Let's see. Does it have one? Let's see. Oh, it does. Cool. Oh, whoops, why did I click on it? Oh my god. Close this real quick. There we go, so it does have a WAV file. Go where it says load WAV file, and it's there. There it is. So it does have Alright. Let me press pause to this so y'all can hear the music. Alright. We are at 1 hour and 22. Cool. Alright.
So difficult. I'd leave here if I could. For centrifugal. It brings me back to you. Trying to catch myself.
This is like my sample version right now.
Rubber like side effects, blurry vision, and I'm up all hours of the night again. I'm up 'cause I need your love again. Midnight, early morning, anytime, make your body cry.
Okay, that was pretty cool. I've never seen it like that. Let me see with, I have a Leon model from Pokemon, and yes, just yes. It was with a K, right there. Yes. Alright, then load the motion for this guy. Load motion data. I guess tall. Make it work, please. Oof, okay. Oh, because it's not the camera. Okay. The floor, gravity settings, yes, register close.
So difficult. I'd leave here if I could. For centrifugal. Brings me back to you. Trying to catch myself before I reach my limit. Rubber like side effects, blurry vision, and I'm up all night.
pretty cool. Dude, that's freaking crazy. Alright, let me see. I am at 1 hour and 26. Alrighty. Sorry. Hey, buddy. My buddy keeps texting me some good news, so that's all good. It's all good. Alrighty, let's see. I mean, it's good. It's just, let's see. I'm gonna need something. Well, let me look at my choice of models. I just want to see. Alright, let me just play this back so it doesn't look so quietly awkward. I have so many models, I just don't know who to use it on. I have both male and female models, and I do find them in strange sites, but you know, as long as they're there, then they're there. Oh my god, sorry. My legs are doing that thing, so I have to stretch. Yeah, like I said, I have so many, so I'm just like... So I'm still trying to look up on my choices. How's everyone today? Now that I think about it, I'm sorry. I hope everyone's doing okay. Right now it's 1 hour to 29. So where am I? Still trying to decide what to use. You know, I think I have Yokio Lloyd. press pause, then press play. Oh no, I got the actual.
So difficult. I'd be there if I could. Force centrifugal. It brings me back to you. Trying to catch myself before I reach my limit. Rubber legs, side effects, blurry vision, and I'm up all hours of the night again. I'm up 'cause I need your love again. Late night, early morning, anytime, you make your body cry. Late night, early morning, anytime, make your body cry. Centrifugal, when I tell you with my words.
Alright, that would be great. He seems like a good candidate for this. Okay. This guy needs a stage, so let's look for one. Sorry, my wig is literally just bothering me right now. Let me just fix that. Ugh. Alright. Back to the music. Alright, stage. I know I have so many, but I don't remember half of them. Let's actually look for one on TV Nerd. That's normally where I find my stages. So I open up a new window. Oh, hello. I got a message. Who messaged me? What was nothing here? Oh, right. It's from this guy's request. Alright. just for a mini self-promotion, I guess. If anyone is interested in NSFW art, I would be more than happy to draw it for you. Just make sure you're old enough, and yeah, just make sure you're old enough and to be sure that you're the appropriate age, because I don't want to get in trouble and stuff. And I post all of those things on my Pixiv account, because that's where I post my lewd art and stuff. Sadly, I'm not gonna show it on here because on my stream, because you know I might get demonetized for it, and they show a lot of you know what's. So I just want to throw that out there if anyone's interested. You know, comment down and stuff. Private message me if you have any of my socials and stuff to reach me, and if you're interested, then by all means, you know, my socials is always the same as like my, I guess my YouTube, which is Hirashi679. You can't miss it. It could be with a capital H or lowercase h, but yeah, if you guys are interested, just let me know and I'll see what I can do, and we'll talk each other out through private messaging and stuff. I just wanted to, you know, kind of self-promote that for myself if anyone's interested. Okay? Thank you. Alright then, now where was I? Oh yes. Okay, right now we are at 1 hour and 39. Cool. Still looking on to see that it's not gonna cut me off. So, we're looking for stages right now. Just for this lovely dance. There's so many to choose from, doesn't matter what kind it is. Like I said, I'm maybe semi-picky, or maybe not, I don't know, but I just look for what I think it suits the character, and then, yeah, I just go from there. Now, I don't get too crazy with the effects that I use. I just kind of, let's see, let's try this one, let me see. I don't get too crazy with the effects, I just kind of just roll with it. Oh god, no. Oh yeah, by chance, has anyone ever played Legend of Arceus, the new Pokemon game? I'm literally stuck in that game. By stuck, I mean at the last part, which is with, I guess, Blow. He's just a cheater. I just realized that he is a cheater. He broke the rules and he has more than 6 Pokemon, because he counts as freaking that legendary Pokemon, which is annoying as heck, Giratina. And I keep getting my ass clapped every time I'm in that game. And then it's frustrating, so if I could, I would stream my game, but so far I cannot, because I'm just like, yeah, it's time consuming and tedious, so I'm just kind of taking a mini break from that game because I get game rage and I keep getting my ass catered. I have like 5 losses, no, not even 5, sorry, I'm being extra, to 4 losses, yeah, 4 losses. Let's see, go to stages. You know, the hard part for me is just trying to find where I left this freaking stage. And I have to see if it's actually compatible. Oh. Ayo. One sec, guys. I'm gonna open up the window. 42. Let's keep it going, guys. Please show some love, because I try my best to give content to you guys. Anywho, let's look for the stage. So, if I'm not mistaken, it's in stages. Okay, I think it's this one. Let me see. And of course, the jet lag. sunset version, perhaps. Do that. Mind you, I am an intermediate when it comes to making videos and such, and MMD stuff, so I'm not like a professional at it. I don't know what half of the effects look like, and heck, you know, some people just, I don't know, have their way of doing it, and I have my way of doing things. Honestly, I don't think there's like any right or wrong way of doing it. It's just however you preference how you make your videos, you know. That's what I think, personally speaking. I just think that it's however you make or edit your videos to make them look pretty. If that makes any sense. By the way, I'm using my lovely light here. It's a strawberry light. See? Because it'll appear dark if I did this, and then you guys can barely see. So that's why I'm using this light here, just so you guys can see me a little bit better. And plus, you know, daylight time savings, and it gets dark quicker. Right now it's 2:41 p.m. So it's at right now it's at an hour and 46. So I'm here in California time, if anyone's curious. Anywho, so we got that stage. Gotta go back here. It's another PMD. I mean, yeah, it's a PMX file. So go to stages. It's stage 91. You always gotta remember where you have your stages. So there's the nighttime one, and then there's the sunset. It's this sunset. Okay. Whoa. Let me see how this plays out. If I like it, I'll keep it. If I don't like it, then I'll change it. Alright, press pause just so we can do this. Oh yeah, so forgot about this. Hold up. Pause. I so forgot about that. Hold up. The ground shadow. I always keep forgetting what that. And then there's this. Doesn't look like it's touching the ground.
So difficult. I'd leave there if I could. For a centrifugal, it brings me back to you. Trying to catch myself before I reach my limit. Rubbing legs, side effects, blurry vision, and I'm up all hours of the night again. I'm up 'cause I need your love again. Late night, early morning, anytime, make your body cry. Late night, early morning, anytime, make your body cry. Too difficult when to tell you with my words.
Okay, personally, no. I don't like how it looks. So let's try another stage. I know I have a freaking bunch of them. Let's see. Stages. What's this one? I feel like I've used this one before, and it worked very nicely. Can't remember. Was it a PMX? Yeah, it is. Dance room. Right. Oh yeah. Alright. Let me see where I'm at. Okay, I am at an hour and 50. Okay, that's not too bad. I have to keep track. Like I said, I have to pay attention to my camera so it doesn't shut me down or doesn't like not what was it? Oh yeah, to just not turn me off. There we go. Sorry, for some reason it was so hard for me to say that. I'm sorry. I can't brain. That's all I could say. I can't brain. Anyway, let's keep going. I'm gonna assume it's this one here. Right here. So it's a PMX file. Motions. No, it's supposed to be stage. Oops. Can't tell the difference between the two. Let me see. Oh no, it lags. That's the only problem. Oh, it's this one. I mean, this is not really considered a stage. Let's try something else. Alright, okay, so that is a PMX. No. Okay. Sorry, gotta stretch again. You're gonna be seeing a lot of me doing that, adjusting myself, because like I said, my legs be hurting, and I just need to do that. Let's see. Because I have so many. No. was this one? Tokyo stage. Sometimes I also have to click on the picture or whatever just to figure out which is which, because like I said, I have so many of them. Holy cow, this is a PMX. Okay. Me over here focusing. Damn, I have like so much, but I don't know which one to choose. Excuse me, guys. Okay. Play this back so it doesn't become too weird. Alright, where are we at? We are at an hour and 54. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Alright, see what my friend wants. Don't you just love those good yawns? I know I do. Anyway, I still have to look for a good stage, and that just was not it. It's like I need something open. Wait, I feel like I have this one. Yes, I have. Maybe that one could probably work? I'll give it a shot, because I know I have this one. Park stage, that's what it's called. Let's try that one. The park stage. I think it was a PMX. Oh, man. Park stage. that to model. I keep forgetting. He has edge lines. And I have to take those away because those are annoying. You can, I mean, you can maybe use edge line for whatever reason, but I just choose that too. Because it just makes me just blah. Anyway.
So difficult. I'd leave here if I could.
Come on.
So difficult. I'd leave here if I could. Force centrifugal. It brings me back to you. Trying to catch myself before I reach my limit. Rubber legs, side effects, blurry vision, and I'm up all hours of the night again. I'm up 'cause I need your love again. Late night, early morning, anytime, can make your body cry. Late night, early morning, anytime, make your body cry. It's too difficult to tell you with my words.
Yeah, see, all of a sudden I just started to freaking do that. Why does it look like that though? That's what I don't understand. I did have a problem before. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, guys. This would never be a problem. Let me change the lighting. So, favorite would be somewhere around here, and then I put a 6, so I put 6.0. And yeah. And then I just kind of play around with here. It isn't like that bad. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Cool, we're already at 2 hours. That's not too bad. Like I said, the most I could try to make it, because I want to try to attempt for maybe 3. Because my videos are normally like maybe an hour to maybe 2 hours. And I just want to keep it going, you know, just to show some love. To let you guys know I'm here. I'm doing alright. I'm okay. And yeah, you know, that's all I just wanted to do. And I have buddies who text me. So I keep looking at my phone too. Alright. And I just register that. Please let it play normally. Why does it lag like that?
So difficult.
That's fine.
I'd leave here if I could. Force centrifugal. It brings me back to you. Trying to catch myself before I reach my limit. Rubber legs, side effects, blurry vision, and I'm up all hours of the night again. I'm up 'cause I need your love again. Late night, early morning, anytime, can make your body cry.
Don't lag on me. So good. I've used the stage before.
Anytime, make your body cry. meant to tell you with my words.
Literally, did it just... that's annoying. Hello, Vicky? I don't know, maybe these are just spam bots or people. I don't know. I keep getting these. This is so weird. If you're not gonna say something, I'm just gonna shoo you. Now shoo. There we go. I shoo you. And let's see, remove you too, cause I don't know. It looks awfully sus. Remove. Yep, cause I don't like people who are just right there and then afterwards they just don't say anything and I get spammed for weird messages, and that's... I'm not going for that. Nope. Nope. Just no. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna delete this and then I'm gonna re-upload it again because that is so freaking weird. Alright. Let's do this again. Please. Don't crash on me. Oh please, oh please, oh please don't crash on me. I do my best to do stuff like this, and it always does this because that is just me, and I am speaking with a funny accent because I is speaking in something. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Why is it lagging on me? Miku Miku dance. Do not crush on me. Do not crush on me, cause I need you so I can show these people my visio. At least how I do things. Mind you, I've never had this problem before, but apparently I do. I don't know why. It's weird. Okay. Alright. Please, you're not gonna lag on me, are you? It does.
So difficult. I'd be there if I could.
Stop it. Oh my god.
So difficult. I'd be there if I could. More centrifugal.
Okay, here's what I am going to do. I am going to go to new. Yes. Because this is insane. Alright. Do this. Why does it always lag? Right when I'm trying to show people. I don't know. Mi no sabe, so I don't know what to tell you. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Boop. Well, that was weird. Yep. Making this big. Alright. Nobody's messaged me. And this is still lagging. Why it's always with this stage? I don't understand. Then I gotta go to... Whoa, what am I doing? What's this? Okay. Go here, go to models. And it was with Yohio load. Was it this one? No, I think it was this one. The most common one. I know this thing is in the way, but it's okay. We're all gonna change that. Let's load motion data. Now to camera. Oh yes, how could I keep forgetting about these? Yes, the transparent ground shadow is annoying. Now load motion data. Let me try this camera, because I haven't used it. Oh! That actually makes perfect sense. Alright, to model, I want to get rid of that thick line. I don't need your thickiness right now. Your dummy thick lines. Should I have his coat off or on? Oh. I mean, he looks cooler with the coat on, but anyway. Load wave file. Yep. And then to camera. Alright, let's see. Come on, man.
So typical. I'd leave here if I could.
Again, lag. I wanna see how it looks, man.
Trying to catch myself before I reach my limit. Rubbing legs, side effects, blurry vision, and I'm up all hours of the night again. I'm up 'cause I need your love again. Late night, early morning.
It's a Brandon Rogers video. I have to watch that. I love watching Brandon Rogers. Because then it freaking lags. I'm just gonna assume it's probably the stage that lags. So if I take off the stage, will it change the difference? Yes, it was the stage. See? It was.
So typical. I'd leave here if I could. Force centrifugal. It brings me back to you. Trying to catch myself before I reach my limit. Rubbing legs, side effects, blurry vision, and I'm up all hours of the night again. I'm up 'cause I need your love again. Late night.
Ugh, now I have to look for another stage. That sucks. I am so sad. The stage was the cause of the problem, making it lag. I don't know why. It's never had that problem when I used to. What was this one again? Let me see. Can't remember. Oh, okay. No, this is for something else. Damn it, why do I keep on going there? I don't know. What's wrong?